Hey guys! For those who don't know me, my name's Jasmine. I'm a qualified counsellor and all-round awesome person, and I'm going through the next big stage of my life, which is weight loss surgery! And I'm now at week 5 post-operation, and I've had my follow-up appointment with my physician, and I've taken on a few things that are less than ideal. But before I go into that, here are my current statistics. So let's start off with the most recent of things, being the physician's visit. Now, I knew at this point I had lost, about 21 odd kilos, and I was awaiting basically confirmation of that from my physician and any recommendations further on. All she really advised to me was that I am doing great. I am likely to lose the weight slowly because a lot of it is in my legs. And so far, my blood tests, my diet, everything else seems to be going pretty well. So as a result, I've got another blood test in 3 months. Then a week or 2 later, I go and see the physician again and see how much we've lost at that point. But what I find interesting is that despite losing this amount of weight and despite going pretty well in many ways, I still feel a little bit disappointed. I was always under this impression that after you lose anywhere between 10 and 20 kilos, you're supposed to drop a dress size. I recall hearing back in high school when I first tried to lose weight that it's every 5 kilos that you drop a dress size. Keeping this in mind, I recently went to an outlet store to buy myself a new pair of swimmers. And I'm not a size smaller than what I was before the operation. If anything, I'm the same size, which did disappoint me quite a bit. Because again, of that assumption that after you lose a certain amount, you're meant to be down a dress size. On the drive home, I reminded myself of what the physician said, that you're likely to lose the weight and the inches slowly because of where the excess fat is placed on your body. I'm also reminded of what weight I was when I had to move up to the dress size that I am at the moment. And this was a good 3 to 5 years ago. So recalling generally what weight I was at that time, I need to lose another 15 kilos. And yeah, that still seems daunting to me right now. And on top of all that, I've looked at various Facebook posts and groups in particular and seen people who are at the same stage that I'm at, albeit 1 or 2 weeks ahead perhaps, and have already dropped a dress size or 2, or are near their weight loss goal. I know I'm nowhere near that. Now I know that my goal overall is to lose 100 kilos. Some people only need to lose 30. I say that, and in some cases just losing 30 can be just as hard as losing 100. But still, each person has had a different goal to myself. And I'm well aware that it could very well take years for me to lose the amount of weight that I want to lose. Does that make me feel instantly better and never want to worry about this ever again? No, not by a long shot. We all try to live up to this epitome of weight loss, where everything goes smoothly and There's been no troubles at all, and all we have to do is snap our fingers and we're right to our ideal weight. And you get that with the social media and stuff like that. All you see is a picture and a description of what the poster wants in a way to sell to you. They don't go through all the anguish, all the sleepless nights because they've been tossing and turning in bed because they can't get comfortable, even 4 or 5 weeks in. They don't talk about the frustration that you get because you're not losing the weight, the inches, the dress sizes as quickly as some other random person is. And this is a lot of what I was mulling over on the way home. Trying to pull myself out of that disappointed rut, which I know in myself will make me depressed enough to eat something I shouldn't, despite having a very small stomach. Now, like I said, this didn't completely pull me out of the rut, nor did I expect it to, but it did help me understand why my journey and my progression of losing dress sizes in particular is different to that of others. Kinda. It doesn't fix everything. It doesn't make me think, oh wow, I've had this great realizing moment and now I don't have to think about this ever again because I'm going to lose the weight in my own time. No. I'd be living in fairy tale land if I had thought that. I know that there are going to be times in which these thoughts are going to come back, especially when I look on social media and, like many others do, compare myself to others. But by having answers to most of the questions I'm likely to ask myself, it helps me get out of that mindset long enough to not turn to the sweet stuff. Then again, the other thing that could be contributing to my lack of loss in a dress size is the fact that I am supposed to be allowed to exercise. At least walking by this stage. I'll be honest, I haven't done any of that yet. Despite in the pre-op diet, going out for a walk at least for 20 minutes, sometimes 30 or even 40 minutes each day before tinkering day. But now that I've come out of it, it feels as if I'm drawing back on old habits and coming up with those excuses. Oh, I'm too tired after working. It's just been such a grueling day. Oh, I've got no time because I've got to do this before Christmas. Or I don't have the equipment to go and do exercise X. I did try to combat that last one. But nonetheless, it has been a few days and I've had opportunities to go for a swim, but those swimmers still have their tags on them. Could one amount this to simply being lazy? Quite possibly. Could I be just legitimately tired and just not have the stamina yet to go out there and exercise? Quite possibly. Or is it simply that walking and or swimming just isn't the right cardio exercise for me right now? Could it be that I've lost the enjoyment out of walking around with my headphones on my head, half dancing away to my favourite tunes as I walk around the block, and people stare at me as if I am a Looney Tune? Have I lost the enjoyment of gliding through the water and in that moment feeling weightless? We all have this plan and intention of following through with every bit of diet or exercise that comes with the whole weight loss surgery. We go into it with the intention that yes, we're going to follow the diet exactly, and week 4 we're going to start going out and walking or riding our bikes or swimming or dancing in our lounge room again for at least half an hour a day. So that by week 6 we can go to that gym and we can lift weights just like we used to. And then when it comes to it, the excuses come rushing back. The only thing I can see myself trying to do at this point is finding a reason to do some kind of cardio exercise. I will be going into my office next week, which is going to encourage me to park my car at a station car park, walk the 5 minutes from that car park to the station, and walk the 10 minutes from the station I disembark at to the physical office. And the whole time I'll be wearing my headphones and playing music and trying to bring back that joy of half walking, half dancing somewhere in the city as I go to my office. All of which to try and pick up where I left off in terms of cardio exercise before it gets to week 6 and I can start perhaps lifting weights. In the meantime though, I'd love to hear from all of you. How do you encourage yourself to do that physical activity? Even if it's for 10-15 minutes. But I'm going to leave it there for now. But as always, feel free to like, share, subscribe if you haven't, and let other people see this who perhaps are going through the same thing, to show that they're not alone. But until next time, don't you forget that you're awesome, in case no one's told you today, and I shall see you next time.